again, everybody. It's Todd Staruch, the Horror Nerd, here at Pennsylvania HorrorCon in Allentown, Pennsylvania. First day of the convention. I'm just a fan who gets to do some cool stuff, so I'm having a blast today. I've had the good fortune to talk to a lot of people that I haven't had the chance to speak to before, and here's another one. Now, the word icon or legend gets thrown around a lot, but I feel like I am sitting here with a horror legend, Mr. Tyler Main. Tyler, how are you?
Well, I'm doing great. Well, thank you very much for that.
No,
and
I mean
meet
it.
before. You and
we
I
have
did,
met.
we have
yeah,
met.
We have met. I meant
quite a few years ago. Before this is the first interview.
Exactly.
So you better have some good questions, or we're going to have some problems.
Always. Brother. So my first question, I hope it's a good one.
I do too.
What's it like playing a Cyclops?
Oh my God!
Abnormal attraction, man.
It's a pain in the ass. you can't see very well, but yeah, it was a lot of fun playing that and working with the Leavys. Great guys.
Yeah. So to where that question
and it's
came
a good,
from.
I love the character. He's
Mike Levy goes, if you talk to Tyler, make sure you ask him about abnormal attraction. So now I got it in, and I can tell him that I did. So that's cool. So let's talk about Halloween for a second. And what was you're stepping into an iconic character, right? Literally legendary. What was that feeling like? You're like, okay, your cast is Michael Myers now.
Yeah,
share those feelings with
me. I didn't really realize just how big the character was at the beginning, which is probably pretty good. But I'd seen all the other Halloweens except for 3, Season of Witch, where Michael Myers doesn't really appear. So I was like, whatever. But I saw all the other ones and saw what they had done and was wanting to kick it up a notch and make him more than a one-dimensional character with Rob. And what Rob wanted to do was tell the backstory. But being a part of that franchise and just being a part of such an iconic character it's amazing. It's, I never would have guessed when I signed on to the project just how big it was.
So does the fan passion still surprise you? That people still are lining up now after all this time.
Yeah, and the good thing about the Halloween franchise is there's many different versions, and so you can have Rob Zombies, you can have John Carpenter's, you can have all the other ones, and see them all and take away some really cool stuff from all of them,
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, I remember when it came out, right? There was, obviously, before the movie even came out, there was a lot of backlash in the horror community. Like, oh, why are we touching an iconic franchise? And for me, it's like any other movie. You'll either like it or you won't.
Yeah.
But don't prejudge.
Well, it was touched a lot before Rob touched it. So I don't understand. And the thing is, too, is Rob Zombie's Halloween held the Labor Day box office record for 14 years and only lost to a Marvel movie. So that tells you something about the staying power of Rob's Halloween.
There you go. Right?
Yeah.
So I loved Deadpool and Wolverine, right? So now you're stepping back into another iconic character.
Right.
What was it like putting the makeup back on for Sabretooth?
Oh, man, that was fantastic. It was fantastic. Just to get that call 24 years later and say, Sean calls me, he goes, hey, do you want to be Sabretooth again? I'm like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
What took you so long? But, it was just fantastic to be that character. It took about 2.5, 3 hours to get into the makeup and everything, and it was fantastic to bring him back, and albeit a short period of time, but it was a great cameo.
Now, for me, it was great because I'm the type of person, I don't want to know anything about a movie before I go in, so I didn't know that certain characters came back. So when I saw you, I'm like, yes, cool, right? Like right there.
Yeah, that was the reaction that they were going for, They're like, oh, yeah, oh. Oh,
I love it.
And they got it.
Do you enjoy playing a villain, a heavy you know?
Yeah, I mean, I like playing the heavy. I like playing the comic relief. I mean, I just enjoy acting and being able to do what I do, create characters and it's just so much fun to be able to do what we do for a living, It's one of my favorite characters is, I don't know if you've seen it, but Jupiter's Legacy.
Oh yeah, sure.
Blackstar, my favorite character. He's such a badass, but yet he's got a softer side, So it's all good.
It's great to play make-believe,
Yeah.
I'm an independent filmmaker here in New Jersey, so
Very
it's
cool.
a blast,
Yeah.
to just play make-believe.
Yeah. You got to do it.
Let's
you gotta
step
have
out
fun.
of reality for a while.
Exactly. Exactly.
So was that your favorite role of all time, or do you have a personal favorite?
I love everything that I've done, like all my characters, but Blackstar, he was fun. If you've seen it and seen all 8 episodes, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
He's a pretty interesting.
You should check it out.
He's an
folks.
interesting
You really
character.
So, I always like to ask this of people who have been in horror movies. Tyler, are you yourself a horror film fan?
I enjoy them.
Okay.
Yeah, I enjoy them. Like ever since my first horror that I saw in theaters was Jaws, back when it first came out.
Nice.
And I was just a little kid. I got terrified. I didn't even want to go in the bathtub for like 2 weeks, And as far as going, everybody's like, hey, let's go on a cruise. Are you kidding me? Have you seen Jaws? No. Hell no.
Dude, it's so funny you say that because I was 68, so I was 8 years old when it came out.
Yeah.
And my grandparents had a house down at the Jersey Shore. My genius father takes me to see Jaws and then can't understand why I don't want to go to the beach, why I don't want to get on the boat or whatever. I'm like, did we watch the same movie?
Right.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. And that's a good one,
Yeah,
So,
I love Jaws, love Shining, I mean, those are my 2 favorites.
Cool.
That I go back to. I can watch Jaws, I've probably seen it, I don't know how many, hundreds of times.
Yeah, well,
that one holds the test of time.
For the 50th anniversary this year,
I'm
going to go next month. They're showing it in the theater near
very
where I
cool.
live. So
Yeah,
I want to check it out in the movies.
Yeah, they just had the 50th.
So,
That's
fun.
at the
Yeah. Very cool.
Very cool.
So one question I do want to ask you is, you are obviously a rather large individual. Do you feel
got a little bit of height.
Do you feel that has ever typecast you in a way? Like people want to cast you only for a heavy or a bodyguard or something like that?
Well, I mean, yes and no. It's just, and that's why I started my own production company too, Main Entertainment, so that I can create properties that are more interesting and more in-depth characters. So, but yeah, I mean, being my size, you are stereotyped a little bit. Am I going to play the love interest in whatever? Maybe.
You are a handsome individual. I mean, look at this guy.
Thank you. But you never know. You never know. But that, like I said, that is why I started Main Entertainment, and we've done a couple of pictures now, and we've got a graphic novel that we're doing right now.
Cool.
It's just right here. I'm gonna.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna plug this. This is The Last Spartan Red Tape. It deals with human trafficking and human trafficking awareness. Portion of the proceeds goes to DeliverFund.org, an organization that helps law enforcement with technology to catch the bad guys. It is written by Christopher Priest and myself. Christopher wrote The Black Panther, Punisher, Vampirella, Captain America, Superman. He's an Eisner-nominated writer. The cover is by Mark Silvestri, who did X-Men, Wolverine, and is an owner of Top Cow Comic Books. Interiors, Will Conrad, Jimbo Salgado, and Michael Motnott, all top tier artists. So those we have, and you can get them online at mainentertainment.com, tylermain.com, and in mid-October this year, they're going to be in your comic book store. So ask your comic book shop to order in your copies of Last Spartan Red Tape, graphic novel, 144-page graphic novel.
Very cool.
Yeah,
I love it.
Thank you.
So, Tyler, one last question, and I love asking it because all the different answers that I get.
All right.
If you could give one piece of advice to a young, up-and-coming, actor or actress that wants to get into the movie business, what piece of advice would you give them?
Stick with it. Tenacity. If you're passionate about doing this as a career, just stick with it and keep going and stay positive and keep fighting the fight, and you will make it. I mean, I've been doing that. Tall, skinny kid, glasses, braces, growing up in Canada, ended up pro wrestling and making all these films and being a part of this industry, and now I have my own production company. So if a tall, skinny kid with glasses and braces that's slightly dyslexic from Canada can do it, you can too.
Awesome.
There
Words
you go.
of wisdom.
Now get out of here.
Tyler, thank you so much for a few minutes of your time. This was a pleasure.
Great seeing you again. Great talking to you.
Likewise. I'm glad we finally made it happen.
Yeah,
so
very cool.
Wish you much success the rest of the weekend.
Thank you,
all
brother.
your projects that are
all
coming
right.
out.
You take care.
Thank you.
Now,
Tyler Main.
Now get out of here with your brother.
All right. Tyler Main, everybody here at PA HorrorCon in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Todd Strouch, the Horror Nerd, signing off. We'll see all of you in the next interview.
Having fun.